everybody, what is up? It's Balloon. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, happy Tuesday. Hope you're all having a great one so far. And yes, I'm back with a second drama video for you today. So this one is going to be kind of a little bit juicy. In my last video that I uploaded today, I was talking about Alexis Stone shading some LA influencers, LA YouTubers, LA beauty gurus. And I said that I thought it was aimed at none other than James Charles. Good old Jamie Charlie. You know, he of the sexting minors scandals. I really thought that Alexis was throwing a little bit of shade at James Charles. And now this is all very interesting because James Charles was just called out one day ago by Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein of the H3 podcast has now started another YouTube channel. So it's a much smaller channel than the H3 podcast channel. But he started this new YouTube channel called H3 TV while he was off from the main YouTube channel. Because of course they stopped production because of COVID and stuff. So Ethan was sitting there on this new channel on a little podcast with his wife Ela, and they were discussing the whole James Charles Ricky murder thing. Now if you guys aren't caught up on that, I did make a video on that a while ago. The James Charles Ricky murder incident where Ricky Murder came out saying that James Charles had slid in his DMs and all this stuff. It's a mess, you know, it is a mess. It was the typical James Charles thing that James Charles was being called out for in 2020 and in 2021. Same old shit, you know, same shit, different fucking day.
Gotta say, James Charles, not a fan. To put it mildly, probably the worst. Let me think here. Not only is he the most dangerous and worst influencer online, maybe of all time. I mean, who really can top that? Except maybe like there was an influencer who killed their spouse or something. Yeah, so besides stuff like that, I think James Charles takes the cake. And the reason for that is that he's just an actual what's the movie called? Alien vs. Predator. Right. I'm trying to say it in a way that doesn't get me yellowed. You like that? He's an Alien vs. Predator. Pretty clever, right? He's the whole damn sequel. He's Aliens vs. Predator and Aliens vs. Predator 2 and 3 and 4. And Predator vs. Kruger. Jason, whatever the hell.
I don't know about you, but I lost my shit at that part. Ethan going, yeah, James is the whole franchise of Alien. I was like, I lost it at that one. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, yes, go on. Get it, Ethan. Ethan is standing on James Charles' neck right now. He is not afraid to say exactly what he thinks. He is not letting this go. Ethan Klein is not going to drop this one. And the funny thing was, Ela as well there, agreeing with Ethan. You can hear Ela in the background saying, yes, you know, no, I don't like James Charles. I think he should go to jail too, whatever. You know, you can hear Ela agreeing with Ethan in the background. And it's like, okay, so, you know, we're all here talking about, you know, YouTube should do something about James Charles because he is a problem. But YouTube, of course, has just put him on the trending page. Last time I checked, James' most recent video trying on Shein clothes was number 14 on trending. And I was like, girl, how is he number 14 on trending? That was really interesting to me because James's video before that didn't even pull 1 million views. Didn't even pull in 1 million views. James has got 24 million subscribers. And this video that he put out, which was like his end of 2021 montage, with deleted video clips or deleted scenes and stuff from other videos throughout the year. That video didn't even pull 1 million views on James' channel. And for someone with 24 million subscribers, I think that is abysmal. You know, that is pretty shit. You know, I know a lot of the big YouTubers from the beauty space have kind of phased out and don't really do YouTube so much anymore. But James is still here, still making content, still uploading every week.
Yeah, he's a straight up predator. James last year was exposed by like over 10 people under the age of 18, some of them as young as 14, that he was trying to slide into their DMs. He was trying to pick them up. He was trying to get them on Snapchat. Really, really disgusting behavior. I'm sure all you guys are familiar with it.
I love it, Ethan. Oh, I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. Yeah, we are. I was really familiar with it back in 2019 when Rich Lux had that theme song going on his channel. Do you guys remember that? The theme song that Rich Lux had up when James Charles first got called out for this in 2019. What was it? The James Charles 24/7 YouTube drama watch, like that or something. Yeah, I'm sure that was it. So this has been going on since 2019 with James Charles. It's not a new thing. It's been going on since way back then. You know, like I said earlier in my previous video, there was the Tati Westbrook Bye Sister video. So this has been going on for what, 3 years now? 3 whole years. And still YouTube, Susan Wojcicki refuses to do anything about her golden boy, James Charles. It's like, what does he have to do to actually be like either age restricted on the platform or to be kicked off the platform? What does James Charles actually have to do for YouTube to step in and actually say, no, you know, this isn't cool, we're gonna, you know, age restrict you, or we're gonna demonetize you, or we're gonna kick you off the platform altogether? What does he have to do? You know, what does it take? Does he have to actually kill somebody? Or does he, you know, just get a pass for everything? I don't know. You know, I personally don't like James Charles. I do think he is, you know, I don't want to say that he's like a danger to people, but if you're sexting children, then to me, you're a threat. You know, you're somebody who, like, your card's marked. You know what I mean?
And what's real interesting is that recently, let me zoom in so you guys can see. It's hard to read. How do I zoom in on this? There you go. Recently, YouTube said, hey, you know, it's been long enough. Let's trend our boy R. Kelly, a.k.a. James Charles.
Now, I'm not going to include the Ricky Murder TikToks with the James Charles asking him to go to Snapchat and all of that. I'm not going to include those TikToks in this video because I did include that in my previous video about this. So that is in there. If you want to check that one, then it is up there. It is up on my channel. The TikToks of Ricky Murder speaking back and forth with James Charles. Then it turned out that Ricky Murder had actually had somebody impersonate him. So James Charles was talking to Ricky Murder and accusing him of, you know, doing shit. And then it was like, oh no, James has actually been talking to a catfish. He hasn't actually been talking to this guy, Ricky Murder. He was talking to a catfish. So he threatened Ricky Murder with this dick pic and conversation, a blurred out Twitter conversation. He threatened Ricky Murder with showing this dick pic and the text messages, the tweets. He threatened Ricky Murder with showing that on social media, which if you show a dick pic of somebody, it is revenge porn. So Ethan Klein was calling James Charles out for that and saying, look, you know, oh, well, you know, maybe James should have done that, and then, hey, he could go to jail. Ethan also called James Charles a menace to society. Now, to me, this is all a bit reminiscent of what happened in 2019, you know, and I am not capping for James Charles. I am not sticking up for James Charles because I don't do that over here on my channel. You know, yes, I will say that other beauty gurus have been problematic and stuff, but James Charles, for me, is a problem. You know, like, he has done illegal shit when you look at it, you know, and Ethan Klein is on this H3 TV channel straight up calling James Charles a P word. There's no ifs or buts about it. Ethan is straight up calling James Charles the P word. You know, there's no allegedly, there's no ifs or buts. That is what is going on over there. Aside from Jamie Charlie and Ethan Klein, there's also been a little bit of drama with Trisha Paytas. because Trisha Paytas has been trying to sell replicas of her wedding ring that she wore in Hawaii for that wedding, wedding number 2. So Trish has been trying to sell replicas of this pink and yellow diamond ring. Girl. But then it came out that the pink and yellow diamond ring that Trisha had for her second wedding wasn't even an expensive ring anyway. It was something like, oh, 1,000 and something. Apparently it wasn't like really expensive, really bougie. It wasn't what you'd expect for like a kind of celebrity wedding. So I don't know if Trisha is going a little bit broke. You know, I'm starting to think that Trisha Paytas is going a little bit broke, you know, because if you're trying to sell replicas of your wedding ring, if you're, you know, constantly making like drama content about your honeymoon, while you're on your honeymoon, you're vlogging, I'm starting to think that Trisha Paytas might be hurting for money a little bit. Like, I don't know, maybe that's crazy, but, you know, Moses doesn't want Trisha to make OnlyFans content with other people. He doesn't want her to collab. So it's like, okay, is Trisha struggling because of not being able to do OnlyFans collabs, or what? I don't know. But I have a little kind of suspicion that Trish might be struggling a little bit, just from the fact that they're trying to sell this replica engagement ring, wedding ring. I'm like, where does it end with Trish? You know, trying to sell this replica engagement ring, the fact that you're vlogging all through your honeymoon where you're on this like nice luxury resort in Hawaii, you know, you've got better things to do than vlog, right? Surely. No, well, Trisha's there with Moses vlogging, talking about how much they hated all the children being around them and everything. Yet the week before they'd been to a fertility clinic trying to get like fertility treatment. Then they're back saying, oh no, I hate children. And it's like, make up your mind, Trish. You know, I mean, most of us with common sense know that Trisha is a troll. We know that Trisha's trolling with all of this behaviour, just like the being Wiccan and everything. Being Wiccan for 5 minutes or however long Trisha's going to do any of that for. We all know with common sense, we all know that she's trolling, but some people, some poor people out there probably take Trisha Paytas at their word. And I feel sorry for those people. I used to be one of those people who took Trisha at their word. Yes, you can laugh at me, it's fine, I don't mind. I'm not the sharpest tool in the box sometimes, you know, but I used to believe everything, not believe everything, but, you know, I never used to understand that Trisha was trolling. And it took me a good long while of watching Trisha's content to actually understand that that was what she did, that is how she makes her money on YouTube, by coming on and trolling. I genuinely didn't know before. So if I didn't know, there's also got to be other people out there in the world who watch Trisha who don't get that it's trolling. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna pop the TikTok in here.
Hey girlies, just when I thought I was done making content about Trisha and her second wedding, I saw that Spill Some Tea With Me on Instagram, who I love dearly, posted a photo of the ring that Moses had gifted Trisha at the second wedding. So it is the one that has the pink and the yellow gem, which is very interesting. I mean, personally, I don't think it's meant to be worn together like that, but if it were me, I would prefer that it matched. And yeah, I know that at the first wedding, for the wedding band for her, they had a diamond that went around her actual engagement ring, and then once they hit the 1 year mark, which we'll see if that ever comes, they're gonna have another one that goes on the other side. So yeah,
people are really starting to talk about this, saying that their wedding won't last between Trisha and Moses. I don't think it will either. If I'm just brutally honest with you, I don't think that that wedding is going to last. I don't think that we're going to see a year in that wedding. I actually saw a clip earlier today on the Spill Some Tea With Me account that was just like a little clip of Trisha talking about Moses goofing. And I was like, I was like, because to me, it sounded as though they were trying to say that Moses had been acting, because it was a little clip on the Spill Some Tea With Me account. It was a little clip where you saw Trisha talking about, oh, Moses is going to be goofing. Does that mean he's going to be goofing Hila and Ethan as well? Talking about Ethan and Hila Klein. And it was like, it was a jaw drop moment, I tell you. So I'm expecting something to come out about the validity of this whole wedding and about the validity of like Trisha and Moses' relationship altogether. You know, yeah, there are all the jokes flying around about, you know, Moses being Trisha's assistant, but I'm for real expecting something to come out very soon. Anyway, my loves, I'm going to stop this little video right here. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know all your thoughts on the drama down below. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye.